It's time to wake up and realize you're being manipulated. Nobody's here to help you. Everybody's out to get you, and they're going to take everything you have in the name of the common good.
Hey everybody, what's happening? Ooh, guitar. Yeah, I got my 6-string Gibson SG plugged into my Helix with the 12-string simulator on. So you can do neat stuff and make it sound like a 12-string. Eric Hawkins is in the chat. What's up, Eric Hawkins? Eric Hawkins is and the Fox Pro. Yeah, I'm digging this guitar here. Hope you all's having a good day. I'm alright. I got off work this morning. I'm a little bit tired. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, I got off work about 8, come home, been piddling around. Figured I'd stream a little bit. Not really going to talk about anything in particular. Just kind of going to sit around and talk for a few minutes and play some guitar. Reverb. Fox Pro says the opening music always reminds me of a few years ago when I was working nights and I would sleep during the day. I'd wake up sometimes and watch the stream. Hiroshi Paradox says, I'm still waiting for a call back, giving them another hour before I come back. Talking about the vet. Hopefully they'll call you back. We got weird here on the chat. Says you're on TV. I'm on TV in the 80s / early 90s. Got the wood paneling behind me on the wall. I'm playing my guitar. I love this guitar right here. I'm pretending it's a 12-string though. It's not really a 12-string. Weird Hero says best time to be on TV. I agree. TV was a lot better then. First Paradox is there's a video game museum down here, and one part is an authentically recreated 80s living room with an old school TV and wood paneling. The house I grew up in had wood paneling like that, and we had a TV like that, just like the one on here had the knob, and you could set it for UHF and all this crap. Weird Hero says it's playing the banjo a lot different than playing the guitar. It's way different. Even like I've had a 6-string banjo I used to play. I played it in a couple bands I was in. And even though you chord it the same, you still don't, the chords would be the same. The way you play it, even if you try to play like a guitar, a lot different instrument. Like you don't have a lot of the space and stuff like you do on this. If you play a 5-string, it's like, it is a complete, it's like a complete different experience. Guitar has always been my favorite though. Turn some of this delaying stuff off. Back to this right here, probably my favorite guitar setting. Probably sounds like crap on there. First Paradox said we had a 19-inch TV with a knob, but we used the VCR to change channels because it had a remote and it was stacked on top of an old big TV built in the wood cabinet. You had one of the big 4 model TVs, it was like we did the same thing, like had whatever run into it and the antenna ran into the VCR. You could turn it like that. I love that sound though, it's really cool. Hopefully it's not like terribly loud on there. That probably sounds like roaring poop. I can't help it. I love the way that sounds. I'll turn it down a little bit. Probably my favorite guitar I bought in a long time. I really like my Les Paul, don't get me wrong, but this is not near as heavy. And it's cool looking. If you guys haven't been seeing our stream at night on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we've been streaming at night, and it's usually me and Hiroshi Paradox and Skinny and Mrs. Skinny, and one night Fox Pro was on with us, and it was really cool. It's been good just to talk to people and kind of exist somewhere besides my own universe. Weird Hero says, what do you like doing better, shooting or playing guitar? Probably playing guitar, just because every time I play guitar it doesn't cost me money. Every time I go out and shoot it costs me money. If I could get sponsored and get somebody to like give me ammo, I'd shoot like every day. bullets ain't free. It's a little too expensive. Which I do have a really cool one of those Taurus T22s, and it's a lot of fun to shoot, and it's not real expensive. But it's not the same as like shooting my Desert Eagle, which costs like $1 a round when I shoot it. Roasty Paradox said the vet just called so they can get him in tomorrow morning. Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, man. Hopefully he's just alright and it's nothing really bad. That's the bad thing about the vet. Like, here, like, we got 2, and they're both always super, super busy. Weird Hero says, I've got some rifles that the ammo is like $2 a round. Yeah, my 308's like that. Not hardly as bad. I can catch them on sale, but like if you want the the good stuff, it's like but 308's the biggest thing I have as far as a rifle goes. I've got a 7.62 by 39. I've got a 223 5.56, and then I've got the 308. I've got a cheap shotgun. I just shoot birdshot out of it. It's one of those cheap Turkish shotguns, and I'm not going to like run like 3-inch magnums or nothing out of it. Weird Hero says vets can be really expensive too. It's usually been about twice what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, when my brother's cat got sick before it passed away, like they ended up owing the vet like $2,000 in bills. It was ridiculous. Rush Paradox said, this is a few minutes late, but you said Roaring Poop, and that needs to be the name for something. Probably my next solo album, Roaring Poop, or my blues album. That's too heavy for a blues tone. That's too nasty for an anything tone. That's his acoustic. That's louder than Mess. Rush Paradox says there was a couple 24-hour emergency vets, but they are super expensive. My normal vet is expensive enough. Yeah, I bet. Weird Hero says I got some that shoot some pretty rare rounds like 7.7 Imperial Japanese, tough to find and expensive. Yeah. Like, what's weird is 45 Long Colt is really expensive right now. I guess because it's an older, weak caliber. Even though they usually make plenty of it, it actually costs more for me to shoot like my open top Smith & Wesson than it does for me to shoot my Desert Eagle. My beard's pretty epic still. I trimmed it a while back, but it's long. It's gonna trim it again. Actually, I'm gonna grow my hair back out and trim my beard. Just keep the mustache and like massive sideburns. Rush Paradox is Louder Than Mess is another good name. Louder Than Mess might actually be something. I might actually use that. because it don't say poop on it. Yeah, mine's not really a Smith & Wesson. It's the... You gotta forgive me. After I work all night, my brain does not work. It's the Schofield. And it's a Uberti copy. Hang on just a minute and I'll go get it. Just because I like to talk about it. Oh! Old man noises. I'm back. I did make old man noises though. Ugh. Here's my Schofield copy. Let me turn off my filter here on my picture box. Filter. Sometimes I forget how to do this because I don't do it all the time. Edit filters. It says none. That's because I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Let's go to filters, edit filters, and we'll just turn it off. There we go. So yeah, here's my Uberti. This is actually the only cowboy gun I have right now besides a couple 22s. I'm trying to consolidate calibers, and I was going to keep this in 45 long Colt because it's I don't really want it in 38. Is that a ding? Oh no, got a little ding on it. It's going to happen when you take them out and shoot them though. It's got a little, the balloon up here is a little boogered up because I had to have that front sight. That front sight right there was bent real bad and had to have it fixed. But yeah, this thing's cool though. Pops them shells out and close it back. And then I'm going to go ahead and, like, this one's actually got a rest if you don't. It's different than a Colt. I know people say, Tingle discipline, but it's a single action revolver, and you need to learn how single action revolvers work. I forget how long this thing is too. Look at that. It's a monster. But look, beautiful. I was thinking about getting some aftermarket grips for it. I had a Ruger Vaquero that I had some stag grips. They were actually real horn. They looked really nice, but I traded it for a 1911 because I already had a 1911 and I like having similar calibers. The Vaquero was a 357. I like 357, but I've got a million calibers to buy for and I'm trying to keep it down a couple. I definitely want. I would love to have another Vaquero if I can find one in 45 long Colt or even 44 Magnum. But like this gun right here is the coolest. They actually make some in that are nickel plated. Love this thing. And on these they actually hide the. It's not really hidden, but like that on the sides of it, they don't have all their stuff printed on it. A lot of them they do them under, but they don't have enough room here. Like it says Uberti here, but like on top has their import markings, and so they're not super noticeable. I think it got a really nice blue on it and everything. I love it. I've got a big giant holster for it too. When I lose some more weight, I'm gonna do some cowboy shooting. I'll do some videos on that with my gun belt and my holster. Really got a really cool holster. Of course, I don't keep this in the holster. I've got like this really cool waterproof lock box I lock this thing up in. It's currently in there by itself. I probably need to put some other guns in there, but yeah, you know how it is. My other favorite guns right now, though, are my Desert Eagle and 44 Magnum. The thing is ridiculous. And then I've got my H&K P30 with a big compensator on it, so it looks like the John Wick gun. And I had a 357 lever action and I got rid of it because it was short. I felt stupid shooting it because I'm like a big dude and he's really short. It was a Rossi. It was decent. It wasn't that bad. But once again, if I get another one, I want a Henry, and either Henry or one of the new Marlins that Ruger's making. One of those in 45 long coat. That's what I want. Or 44 Magnum. Since I got the Deagle and 44 Magnum, I take one of 44 Magnum. And 44 Magnum in a pistol cartridge, size cartridge, is still pretty mean. It's a lot meaner than 45 long colt, which is super weak. I've actually got, I take it back, I got another single action. It's an old Army San Marco 1851 copy, but it was pretty beat when I got it, and I believe it's out of time. And I just got it because it was cool looking and I didn't pay much for it, so I keep it around, but not anywhere where you can grab hold of it and put a bullet in it because I don't want it to blow up. You can shoot 38 special out of it, but you know it's out of time, so. Weird Arrow says, what about 45-70? I've never shot 45-70, but it's just another caliber I'd have to buy, and that's my thing. I'm trying to, let's see, right now I've got 45 ACP, 45 long colt, 22 9mm, 7.62 by 39, 223, 308. I got about eight or nine calibers, which is too many. Eventually, we're just going to get down to a couple of rifle rounds and 9mm, but I just can't do it. I'm not getting rid of my 1911s or this. I thought about selling this once, and I looked at it, and I was like, that's stupid. That's a stupid idea. I'll tell you what I do want, though. I want a 28. Smith & Wesson Model 28 Dirty Harry gun. 8-inch. Because it'd be like this. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Yeah. That would be cool. Rich Harris says, yeah, I've got like 8 or 10 calibers. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it except that I really want to like stock up and have a lot. I got one of those, you know, Century they took over the import of those Zenith MP5 copies. I've got one of those. And between that, my Beretta 9mm and my HK 9mm pistol, I shoot a lot of 9. I mean, like a lot. So I shot up a bunch of 9. I need to get some more. That MP5 clone, though, man, that is such an awesome gun. Weird Hero says you can shoot off your back porch. Yeah. I can. I'm actually going to build like a small course. I've got 4 steel targets about 25-30 yards from the back porch, and then like off at an angle I've got another steel target, and I'm going to take one of my big ones and move it down by the small one, the rifle one. And we'll try to set up, we'll get those blue plastic barrels and make it like a course where you come up, you shoot the 3 targets this way, you move over to these 3, shoot those, then you move over to a table and pick up your rifle and shoot these 3 targets, and then shoot back up, and then be done. I just think it'd be neat to do that. Weird Hero says, I mostly shoot 9 and 22 mag. I mostly shoot 9 and 22. Of course, my brother, he's got back into ARs, so I bought another cheap AR. And I've been buying some 223 and 5.56 so we can shoot it. Weird Hero says I have to go to the range though because I live in the suburb. It's very uncivilized. Man, I would hate that. If I just feel like shooting like the other day, I got this Rossi 22 rifle, just a little cheap. They're like $100. Got a little 10-round magazine. I just loaded it up and went on the back porch and was shooting targets just because I felt like it. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I just feel like going out. Or my brother will come. I think he's going to come out tomorrow, and we're going to go out and shoot and stuff. I have, but like, just like a muzzle loaded rifle. I've not shot any. I had a black powder pistol, but I did a conversion on it and shot cowboy loads out of it. We actually had an old toilet and we set it up in the back of the field. Took that rifle and we would load it up and shoot. It was like a 50 caliber ball we was shooting. It was awesome. That was a lot of fun. There's a couple of guys that I watch on YouTube, and they make the black powder paper cartridges, and like you can buy the kit from them and it's got all the pieces. Like you can make them pretty easy yourself, but it's got a kit that makes it even easier to put them together. I thought about getting a couple of black powder pistols and getting those making paper cartridges for it. Heroes Paradox says toilet target. Yeah, this was like a long time ago when like phones didn't even really have cameras and stuff on them. I wish I had a video of it. It was so much fun, and we shot that toilet like 1,000,000 times. Because you'd shoot it and that big lead ball would go through and just make it like a big cracked out hole. Yeah, we killed a toilet, man. I think my grandma and grandpa got mad that we went back there and shot it, but it's like, it was no good, and they set it in the back of the field. I mean, that's what we did. We've got a pretty good sized piece of land here. I'll do a video on it sometime. The other day I got Axel, and I can take Axel and put his harness on him, and I get his leash and I put it around my wrist, and then I get on my electric bike and we'll ride, and before going through the field he just runs right beside me, and I can say, okay, this way, and he looks to see which way I'm going and goes with me. He's so funny. We rode all around the field. Now if we ride down the side of the road, he takes off running full speed, and it takes everything I got to like pedal to keep up with him, because if I don't, he'll drag me up the road. And he can run he can run 20 miles an hour. I got my little speedometer on there. He can run 20 and drag me. I mean, like, I'm pedaling sometimes, but he's still pulling. It's ridiculous. And that's a lot of fun. Weird Hero says, I killed a few toads, but not with a gun. I do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, nuclear meltdown. When I worked at Walmart, there's a few people dropped the bomb, and a few of those. They always called me to go in there and diffuse the situation. I'll say, look, you can get a better look at my beard from in here. I'm going to have to trim it, though. It's ridiculous. It looks like I have like a dead animal attached to my face. I'm not feeling it these days. I feel like doing something different. Well, that's about all the streaming I feel like doing today. I worked at 16 last time. I'm going to try to take a nap for a few hours. And then I have to go back in at 4. So if Hiroshi Paradox and Skinny and those guys are down, we'll probably try to stream around 9 o'clock Central Time tonight. It's usually 8, but it'll be 9 tonight because I gotta wait for my client to get done watching wrestling. Weird Hair said you worked on the Walmart Bomb Squad. I sure did, man. One time, I'm just going, before I leave, one time they called me into the women's bathroom and this toilet wouldn't flush. And went in there and there was a brain. I mean, it was a turd, but it looked like a brain. And it was like this. And I had to I took a stick and wrapped it up with one of them wax bags we used to put in things. And I went in there and attacked it until I smashed it into pieces and flushed it down the toilet. Them was the good old days. But you guys have a good one. And I'll be back tomorrow around 11:30 or so. But I'll see you later. Or tonight. I'll see you tonight, whenever. So be good. Bye.